All right, hello, and welcome back to the Crossword vlog, aka Clog, Sunday edition, and not any of the previous days edition. I got myself in this weird cycle where I sort of forgot to solve the Wednesday until it was really late, and then I so I didn't do the double feature Wednesday Thursday, and then because I'd done it the day before, I did not remember to do the Thursday, so I did that really late. It was this whole thing. My times were not very impressive, particularly the Saturday. Yesterday's puzzle took me like 40 some odd minutes. It was god awful. Anyway, we're gonna treat this as sort of a training run. Sunday is traditionally the thing that ends my hopes, which makes sense because it's the end of the week, but also makes sense because it's a big puzzle, often very bad. We got a double constructor, split seconds. I wonder if it's like a second word that gets split up in a weird way, but we'll just have to find out. Let's get started. Stiff, probably S. Okay, come back to that. Uh, Yukons. Okay, long. Okay, okay. Deal with it. Could be like a deck of cards. Yikes, okay. Doors, it could be. I mean, this doesn't need to be right. Okay. I saw broccoli something, which will be broccoli raw. There we go. Um, play S here. Roll, no. Baits. Um, I thought it would be AFL-CIO, but that's gonna be a chaser. Aha. Okay. Knuckle. Spiro Agnew. Okay, it's probably a Y here, right? Vignette. Okay. Season. That's gonna be MSG. Okay. That could be gifts. Am I? It could just be ish. Okay. Could be like in French. This is the way. It could just be root. Okay. Spot. Could just be IC. Express line. Could be the something train. Could be a totem. Could be ED ending. Would work in both ways. Um, that's Eugene. Art? See there, it's pretty bad. A scone. Okay. First response. Could be more eels. Nomination. Short. Could be Hades. Okay. Oh, it's Tess. Okay. Mob. It's gonna be some animal, but I think it's just USA. Mob of emus, okay. Scram. Rid of. Could be less. It could be a T shape. Kind of gross, but third most common suffix. Stan. GEs. Perez. Merc. Okay. It's like a spoonerism. No. Yeah, I still don't understand how the theme works, but I'm hoping I just get enough crosses. Page rank. Could just be sleepy. Could be sneezy as well, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna take that out for now. Okay. Could be elites here. Ale. Hmm. Okay. Idaho's. Laid eyes. Could be something of smooth. Maybe just Olay. Could be like rants at. ESL. Okay. Could be cool or neat here. Okay. Sonnet. Okay. Brooklynite. Is that really a thing? Like something up there. Intros, maybe? UAE's residents. Hems and haws. 2 out of 3. And then Esau, it could be that. Mad respect 8. Dinner. Okay. Yeah. So mad respect slash 8 dinner. And it's just all chopped up in ways that make other words. Okay. So now here's the thing. So, okay. That's gettable. Decry, cleaned. Something test. Okay, but let's make sure I see all the downs. Could be expired. 4, like golf. Trim. Could be accept. Just rah rah, and then it's art test. Triage. Teased. Okay. Merc. Clementines. So it's chiasmus? Chiasmus? I've never heard of that in my life. All right. Um, could just be no sir. Could be, maybe. If it's like slag, could be. Journalists. To Ruben. Okay. And the dust. I don't even want to know what British people call dessert. Could be like teas. And that would work with sneezy. No, I was thinking like double Z, but could be S there as well. So I guess this double E is going to be there regardless of sneezy or sleepy. Okay. Must be the FDA banning stuff. Okay. Airport. Could be gate change. But GA Tech. Like the school, it's possible. Angelic. Ooh, yikes. Okay. Gate change and then license. Something like that. Like nuzzle up. But yeah, the double Z ending is hard to square. So it's going to be ending in rightly. Hmm. Could be like any size. And that works with sneezy. Yes, sure. And didn't quite fit in, so this is maybe the word boundary with ED there. I like less often here actually. Um, so maybe it's not that. Um, okay. Homes plural. Ragas maybe? And rigid. Got something. I don't know why you'd clue Ireland like that. Ire is a word. Um, could be something else. Could be like raves at or a lot of options. Is it Rob like this though? The something probably. Probably Phoebe. Okay. musician. Teased. Oh, maybe it's like a noun, not like a teaser rate. Decent. The rust has before. Could be assist. And that's Ruben. The rest. Rush in. Was a bit odd and toddles and less often. Okay, italics. In one. The rest. DSW and then leeway. Like Dahlia. Hearts. A beat in your chest. With no sir. Could be like that. Could be Shiloh. Something street. The rest. The lead. The rest. There's time. There is time. There's time. Okay. Time and then anti theft. Afters maybe. Two doors. Passe. Tent. LTE. Lanafeltos. I don't think that's right. Manifests. Manifestos. Smog. Okay. Manifestos. Street. Okay. I think it's Penang. Rails at. Probably something state university. University. So gate change and then maybe it's like licensure and then insure. Okay. I really feel like this is something easy, but maybe descent. something tables. Oh, that's probably stables. Brooklynese. Brooklynese? Yikes. Nestle up. Lemon. Maybe it's Angie. Casablanca. Sonnet. Sonneteer, is that a thing? Okay, I'll come back to that. That should be gettable. Cabal, maybe? You know it's bad when it's in one spelling. Um, Sonata. Abet. Abat. Carlodev. So listen. Oh, it's spelled like that. So listen. All right, we're getting there. So this is just going to be so listen. So it's some sort of tables. Two S's. NEA. Okay. And then this needs to be a word. Let's look at some options here. Okay, this should be so gettable. So something rightly. Airy? No. Sprightly. There we go. Expat. Okay. Let's look at some letters here. Because this just needs to be a word. Sten. Sten. Stengies. Stengies. Stenches. And then chess tables. There we go. Okay. History. Kaba, probably. High seas. Okay. So it's going to be like FSU or LSU. So what would the question mark be? Okay. So Paul, I kind of just want to put in soccer, but I just don't know why that would be right. Yeah. Okay. And then RRE doesn't look good at all. Sonneteer. I feel like this might be right. Sonneteer could work as a suffix, and then ear at like air, like ever, but spelled as if you would spell it in a poem. Maybe. I don't think it's gonna be CSU though. And RRE looks really bad. Um, could be like tray. Oh, like socket. But KSU, what would K be? The ball and socket. Okay, let me look for typos elsewhere. GA Tech. Gate change. Yeah. Kaba. So listen, chess tables. Mad respect. Eat dinner. Art test. Yes, it's definitely right. Um, Toddles. Is that really a thing? For the most part, things are looking reasonable. Okay. Okay. Yeah, KSU is just not a thing, right? Ball and stats. KSU? Oof, okay, well, yeah, that was a Sunday for sure. Um, it's an interesting idea, in theory, and I think some of these were pretty solid. The problem comes in, there it's pretty hard to find sets of words that do this. And uh yeah, like I think the fact that there's stuff like soli as like fill in the tech, or even like GA Tech, Georgia Tech, that's not how people talk about Georgia Tech. Um, but I think, yeah, stuff like Chia's is already awkward fill. But then it's chiasmus is like the thing that we're discovering, and I think that's where the problem comes in. Sorry, I'm very sleepy. But the joy of a theme like this is that you're like, oh, I didn't realize that you could split things up in that way. But when you have chiasmus, it's not really that exciting to discover because you've never thought about the word chiasmus because you don't know it. Um, uh, but yeah, I mean, not the worst ever, but I think the best was wasabi, um, Toddles soften, even though I didn't like Toddles. Like having wasabi uh, fit into a phrase was pretty satisfying when I saw it. Um, but yeah, overall, I mean, this is just sort of what Sundays are like. There at least weren't any terrible crosses. You gotta hate anything that says in one spelling or to a Brit, because anytime a British person names anything for themselves, it turns out awful, such as afters. But yeah, overall, I mean, definitely not worse than your average Sunday. I think this is a solid 5 out of 10. If this is a different week puzzle, I'd give it a much lower rating, but it's just sort of what you gotta expect from Sunday. And given that, sorry for my yawning, 32 is definitely not where we want to be on that, but I'll at least take the excuse that I'm pretty sleepy. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.